You want me to intro you, or you? I know you know
No,
how to
I'll
do
just
it.
launch into it if that's all right.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
All right. Are they all there? We ready to go,
Yes,
guys?
yes.
All right. Give me, fellas, give me two volunteers that'll stand up where they're at. Two
Oh, there
volunteers
you
that'll
go.
stand
No,
up.
go ahead, Mello. We got one. Okay, KP, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Stand up. We got
All
it.
right,
We
you
got it.
guys stand up. Okay, now everybody pick one of those guys. You're gonna gauge how well they do at this. Okay, we're gonna launch into something. You guys, I appreciate you. You're embracing some courage and some vulnerability because I'm gonna put you through something you might not have done before. Okay, let's get rolling. Okay, so those guys, we got them. Now, you guys, give me one of your hands. Put up number two. One of your hands. Put up number one with your pinky. Two regular. One with your pinky. Everybody, they doing it right now? Perfect.
Yep.
Now, I want you to go back and forth as fast as you can and flip those. Flip those. You got a two, you got a pinky. You got a pinky, you got a two. You got a two, you got a pinky. Pinky, you
Peace.
got a two. Keep it going. Keep it going. How fast can you do it? Not bad. Give them three claps. One, two, three. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. Stay there. Stay there. Here's the next one. Same guys. Give me a thumbs up and then point your finger at your thumb. Now switch them as fast as you can, back and forth. Switch them as fast as you can. Thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. How'd they do, fellas? Give me a round of applause. They did okay.
Yeah.
Now, don't go nowhere. No, I see you sitting down. You're all right. You're all right. You're in it. You're in it to win it. Okay. Right finger to your nose. Left finger under to your other earlobe. Now switch them fast as you can. Switch them. Oh, well done. Well done. Round of applause for those
You have
guys.
another
Round of
ear over here,
applause.
brother.
Now you guys can sit down. Now you guys can sit down. Okay, somebody tell me, why did this lunatic in Oregon make our two guys do that? Who's got a guess?
Sounds like our defense again.
What
Somebody
do you
said
say,
it's
coach?
not easy. It's not easy.
Not easy? That's a good one. Keep going.
It takes focus.
It takes focus. That's not bad. One more. Give me one. One more. Somebody embrace courage and give me one more.
It feels uncomfortable.
Oh, I like all those. I like all those. Okay. Everybody in the room, you guys have held up since you were 2 years old. You knew how to do number two. You knew how to hold up number one. You've done a thumbs up many times in your life. You've pointed at people many times in your life. You've touched your nose. All those are neural pathways in your brain. You have neurons in your brain that fire and have been firing since you were a little kid, doing it that way. What we did in making you combine them and doing it faster was blow up those neural pathways so they can grow back stronger and new. So nose pathway existed, earlobe pathway existed. They didn't exist before alternating fast. Look at me, I'm still messing it up. But because the two guys that did it just stood up and did that, they wore out their old pathways and built new ones stronger. What does that sound like as an athlete? Where else does that process happen?
With your muscles and stuff.
Yes, weight room. Coach, we be getting in the weight room enough?
We just came out of it. Yes.
Hey, see, so when
Yes.
you go in the weight room, you're on the squat rack, you might be on the bench, or you're doing curls for girls, you're blowing up your muscles to grow back stronger. So what I try to do in these presentations, and just like some of you guys said, a better way for me to get you guys focused, especially being 3 time zones away, is to really challenge something to get you to key in, but also set the stage. And we're going to blow up some old beliefs today. We're going to challenge some old ideas so you guys can build new ones that'll come back stronger. If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up high above your head. Fantastic. Now, remember, let me also set the stage. I appreciate you guys giving me permission to take up some of your time today, and I appreciate you giving me the chance to share some of my ideas. It does not mean that you have to leave here today going, Mom, God, this guy was the smartest human being I've ever come across in my life today. You wouldn't believe it. That's not it. I'm thankful for the opportunity to throw some stuff at you. Maybe one or two things stick. Maybe all that sticks is you go home and challenge your dad to do this fast, see if his old ass can do it. Got it? Okay, here we go. Let's keep moving. How many of you, raise your hand, have heard the word incarnate? Keep your hands up if you heard it in a horror movie. Oh, yeah, I like it. Okay. Incarnate means in the flesh, of the flesh, or brought to life. Okay, so now with somebody you're sitting next to, with someone you're sitting next to, what do you think this means? Behavior or values incarnate. I'll give you 30 seconds to talk to each other. Time. Give me one group. Use your courage. What'd you say?
Behaviors are the way you represent your values.
Nice, not bad. Behaviors are the way you represent your values. I think behaviors or values incarnate is very similar. We have to live our words. We cannot claim that we're a great defensive team and not actually guard anybody. I can't say I'm a great shooter and haven't made a basket all year. Okay? I can't claim to be a good dude. I can't claim to be an honest person and not live to those. Okay? So, give me a thumbs above your head if you agree that great men, great teams have values aligned behavior. Their behaviors are made and seen daily on and off the court. Raise your hand. Raise your thumb. Okay, I want you to remember that now going forward. I can't just claim stuff. I have to be about it. I can't claim, coach, I give you all the effort, and then I haven't taken a charge all year. Coach, I'm about that. I'm a dog. And then I shrink in the biggest moments. Okay. Same thing in life. I cannot claim to be a quality human. I can't claim to be a good man if I don't live values every day. And I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. I do this work for a living and I make dumb choices daily and my wife reminds me about it. Okay. But that's the part of the reason Coach and I are so aligned is we think that in these spaces as teams is the best place to practice living your truths, is the best place to get reps in, not just shooting, but being a good person. Okay? Now, and I'm using Prezi, by the way. You guys might be Google Slides dudes, or you might be PowerPoint dudes. I'm a Prezi guy, so it goes in a circle. Get ready. Okay? Now, let's go here next. Get in groups of 3. Okay, so if you got to move chairs, go ahead and move chairs a little bit. That's fine. Get in groups of 3. Don't leave anybody out. If we got to have a group of 4, that's fine, but don't leave some poor kid by himself.
You good?
Everybody got it? All right, now in that group, real quick, who is actually going to be the voice of the group when I want answers after this exercise? Who's going to speak out loud? All right, here we go. In the groups of 3, I want you to discuss individually and then as a group, which of the following t-shirts I'm going to put up on the screen. When I say resonate, that means I might actually wear that one, Coach Kip, or I think about what it says. Like, oh, that shirt would make me read it if I saw it on somebody in the hallway. So that's what I mean by resonate. Hey, I might read that in the hallway, or I might actually rock that to school one day. Everybody ready? Doesn't have to be all of them. Which one lands? Could be 1 or 2. Talk in your group. Talk in your group. And you can have disagreements. Feel free. Talk in your group of 3.
I just feel those. Yeah. With the bold letters.
Okay, now voices in the room. Let's give me at least 3 groups voice that's willing to share. Which one resonated with you guys?
Go ahead.
Front row, go ahead.
The field of fuel and change starts with me.
Why?
Like the letters were really bold. For me, at least, the field of fuel, I like the alliteration.
Ah, nice, nice. Alliteration. Look at these high academic dudes. I appreciate it.
I only
Middle
have-
group.
It's the only one. No, I got like 2. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Middle
I
group.
got like
What'd
a
you guys
lot.
land on?
All right. We're gonna go with unlearning is growing because it's like, it's right. I agree.
It's
with
right. I appreciate it. Okay, back row.
Have your speaker.
Louder, louder.
I like the second one because it's bold and pops out.
Okay. Now, which one do you guys think you would be least likely if coach said you have to wear one of these shirts to school? You got to wear it a full day. You can't cover it up with a hoodie. You got to wear it. Which one do you think, not just you guys, which one do you think? I do this work all across the country, college and high school teams. Which one is my worst seller?
Change starts with D. Blue.
It seems like I put my game down.
Self-reflection.
All right, who's got a guess? Hit me. What'd you guys land? Which one's the worst seller?
Is it the last one?
Which one on the screen? Just read it.
The one is curiosity is a superpower.
Ooh, no, that's actually in the top. It's number 2.
We said
Yep, I see a hand raised in this little gray sweat. Yep.
mirror training in progress.
Oh, see, that's number 1. But now remember, a lot of the sales aren't kids, it's coaches buying it. Okay? The worst 2 sellers, vulnerability is a connection point and field of fuel. What would be your guess why coaches don't buy that for their teams? What's your guess? Yep, I see a hand up.
I think like goes against the idea of like being tough, maybe.
Yes, thank you. Boom. Okay, because those 2 are most likely for somebody to say, what? Are you soft? What? What kind of pussy shit is that? Okay, and that's exactly why I try to push those on coaches the most. Okay, because I think we cannot move forward in the world without feeling something strongly enough to take action. Like you guys wouldn't play basketball if you didn't feel a connection to it. You wouldn't play together if you didn't feel close as a brotherhood to play. And then vulnerability, like you guys have already done, guys that have shared and raised their hands, guys that stood up and did a demonstration that makes you look silly. Vulnerability is something as men that we're taught, hey, stay tough, stay stoic, stay dialed in without anybody ever making fun of you. So those 2 are why I push them the most. Doesn't mean, like I said, they're the worst sellers, but doesn't mean that they're not something we should get. And even if somebody, you wore it, somebody's not on the team's like, what the hell is that? That's a conversation point you can have with them. Okay, so this year going forward, now that you guys are a Teams of Men team, coach is going to have some of these shirts that he wears. And then there'll be days that he wears these shirts that launch conversations that you guys have. And there's a couple different shirts as well that he'll hand out to guys that do the most sharing and the most displaying of whatever the shirt is talking about that week. So those are on their way. I appreciate it though. The alliteration, yeah, I try to get that with some of the shirts as we go. Okay, now going forward. Okay, give me 3 people in the front of the room. Walk to the front. Yeah, fantastic. Stand side by side and face your teammates. Stand side by side, face your teammates.
Well, there's nothing gonna come behind you, so, there'll be nothing's jumping out the ceiling at you. You'll be good, yeah. You'll be good.
All right, now everybody watch those guys, judge those guys. Okay, fellas, listen to my words. I want you to reach as high as you can, as close as you
Watch
can
out,
to the
boy.
ceiling.
Because you're right underneath the thing, yeah. You're good, yeah.
Reach as high as you can, as close as you can to the ceiling.
You need to see them, Kip? You want me to get them in camera?
Okay, put your arms down. Now, everybody, watch this time. Okay, fellas, up front, reach higher this time. Okay, did they reach higher? Okay, they did reach higher, yeah? Why the hell didn't they do that the first time? What were my instructions? My instructions were reach as high as you can, right? But then they didn't do it until the second time. I need you to Xavier, go pick him up. So my point being, don't go anywhere, guys. My point being, sometimes in life, as athletes, as students, as men, we don't know what we're capable of until a mentor, a coach, a friend, a family member shows us that we can be more. So that was just a short demonstration. I said, reach as high as you can. They thought they did. Then I just kind of said it differently. Reach high as you can. And they did higher. Okay. Next thing, same three guys. What is a tool or a resource in the room that could get you closer to the ceiling? Use it.
Can we actually get on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Feel free.
Watch your head, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Round of applause for the problem solving. Round of applause. Okay, get back down before coach gets sued. Get down, get down. Okay, now that point there, simple exercise. Resources and tools that help you be more. What's a resource and a tool in basketball that you can use to be better?
Your voice.
Your voice, sure. What else?
Teammates.
Not yet.
Coach.
Coach, sure. He's the mentor coach we talked about in the beginning. What's at practice every day? What equipment is there?
Hoops and balls.
Hoops, balls, cones, discs, weight room, film, all resources and tools that you have available that you can use to improve yourself as a player. As we go through this process of teams of men, as you talk in these conversations, there are resources and tools for men to become better people that we pretend we don't know about. There's these things called books now, guys. These whole brand new invention, books. There's YouTube. There's all kinds of stuff we can use to improve. Now, who's the smallest person standing up?
Cole.
Okay, Cole, now you guys as a team, you got to get him to the ceiling. How you going to do it? Go.
Watch your head, Caden, or whoever's going up, yeah.
Hold the chair.
He got there.
Oh, you go.
He got there, yeah.
Did he get there?
I didn't think he was there, yeah.
Nice. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Can you get me down?
Okay, now in that, okay, obviously the easy one. Yeah, no duh, Kip. And somebody said this earlier. Teammates can lift us to better. But you know what also was shown there? The guys that stood up, embraced the chair. Would they write an article about that guy? Would they write an article about the guy that just made sure he didn't fall down? No, they'll probably write an article about the guy that touched the ceiling, the guy that scored the most points. But are you willing, as teammates and as human beings, that sometimes you don't get all the shine? Sometimes you're just the foundational support. Sometimes you're in the background. You don't get all the oxygen in a room. Okay? And that's part of, we've been taught as men too long that I have to dominate, I have to show up, I got to be the alpha dog. Never mind, that's been debunked 1,000 times in science, and dogs are obedient and they don't run their own lives. But sometimes you're just support, and you got to learn how to be okay with that. Okay, round of applause for the volunteers. Well done, well done, well done. Have a seat, fellas. Well done. I had a team of freshmen last week try to lift a guy up to the rim. He almost fell down. I almost got fired. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So you guys did a good job keeping him safe. Great job keeping him safe. Okay, now notice we're already 20 minutes in and I didn't do anything about my name, nothing. Okay, that's on purpose. Too many speakers start off with my name is and then give you a round of bullet points and you're already asleep. Okay, so I'm Coach Kip. I spent 20 years in college basketball as a head coach. That is me up in this corner. That was too often my presentation of myself. What the hell are we doing? What is going on? Okay. Then, about 3 years into being a head coach, I got a head coaching job in college when I was 29. I thought I was about 2 championships away from being the Lakers coach. Life smacked me in the face and showed me that wasn't going to happen. These things happened at the school, the college I was the head coach at. There were sexual assaults on campus. There were male athletes putting their hands on female athletes. There were male athletes running underground Facebook groups that ranked every girl's body on campus. There was a fraternity that had a whole chat release where they were just dogging all the women administrators on the campus. And this all happened in about a 6-month time where I was the head coach. So, long story short, I got a bunch of calls and emails and DMs about what the hell's going on in your school. And all I could say was, well, it's not my players. My guys didn't do it. It was the football guys. It was the baseball guys. And I knew, fellas, that was a bullshit cop out from me. I knew that I recruited all across the country. I had 8 states on my roster, and I told all those moms and dads that I was going to give them the best version and the best man back they could get if they played for me. And all I was teaching them was ball screen. All I was teaching them was how to get out to a shooter and then get in our transition. So I changed. Like I had to have like one of those life moments where you're like, I really don't like who I am right now. I don't like how I'm doing this. I don't like how I'm approaching coaching. And that's where this whole teams of men thing started, was a long look in the mirror. You guys remember that shirt, mirror training. I had to look in the mirror and say, I don't like what you're about. I'm the only one that can change it. Okay, so I changed my approach to coaching, which is really how I got to meet Coach Tommy and how we met this whole network of awesome people across the country, is other coaches that give a shit about you as people as much as we care about the game. Okay, so what I do now and why I'm here with you on the Zoom is I give other coaches tools to do what I did for the last decade and not just coach basketball. Like we're trying to coach basketball. We're ranked number 9 out here. We're trying to kick ass, but we're not trying to sacrifice good people for wins. And I don't think we have to sacrifice winning for good people. We can do both. Coach believes you guys can do both. So it's a mixture. This teams of men thing you're going to hear a lot about is how do we incorporate into our day reminders of the person we want to be that also help us be good basketball players, help us be good students, help us eventually be good fathers and husbands. Okay, so some of these are pictures from my college days. Some of these are my team now out here, same as you guys, a high school team, high school program. And getting you guys comfortable with doing the work. Okay, so that's why I'm here. That's what I'm about. And my whole belief system is you guys have a platform at your school that when you show up in these places, I think those are the right images, Coach. They look right. That's all Google had on y'all. Y'all need to get a better social media presence.
It works.
Okay?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay, you need to get Coach on the social media game.
We're getting there.
But when you're in these spaces, people know you. You have a platform. You will have influence just by being athletes. Whether that's right or wrong is a whole nother debate. But athletes have a platform, and whatever you say, people pay attention to. If you guys walk into a little kid elementary with your Greylock hoodies on, they think you're the Celtics. They don't know any different. You have influence. Same with my guys out here. We don't have Damian Lillard on our team, but if we wear hoodies into an elementary school, people listen to us. People in your school listen to you. So my job in Teams of Men, what Coach believes in, is if we can help you guys make good choices and help you guys learn how to use your voice, the school community will be a better place. Okay? And this is not because Coach called me and said, oh my God, I got all these lunatics on my team. No, he said, I got good dudes that are willing to learn and I think can make an impact in the world. That's why we do what we do. Okay? My goal is to end gender violence and oppression one locker room of influence at a time. Raise your hand if you've heard you change the world one person at a time. Raise your hand if you've heard that. Okay, I think that's bullshit. I think it's too slow. Okay, I think you got to change influencers in 2025. You guys know this. You follow people. They post something on TikTok. You believe the shit. Okay, so we got to get you guys posting great things and other people will follow. Okay, so we need influencers and male athletes are influencers. Okay, those are all these places. You think about when you were a little kid growing up. You think about all the times you were in a room with older boys, with athletes, with older kids in your school, with older kids at camp. What those guys, like how you felt being around them, you were an active audience for somebody that had a quote unquote microphone, whether that was real or not. The microphone it can be a metaphor as well. That's where I want you guys to show up to, and that's what coach is about as well. And that's what Teams of Men does. Not just practice plan, but 15 minutes a week, giving you tools to show up in places to be good people. Okay. And obviously, we're piggybacking on the great families you have and the people that have already poured into you. But as you grow, you got to start finding your own way. You got to start finding your own solution that isn't just I do this because mom said, or I do this because coach said. Because when you're 22 in Vegas at a bachelor party, you better have your own set of values to get you through the night. Okay. Now, here's let me see. This is gonna be a little different because y'all got the Atlantic Ocean out there, and we're a little different out here in Oregon. Think to yourself now. Let's say you guys win the league. Okay, imagine that awesome moment, and then coach is like, "We're gonna go party. We're gonna go have a party for family, friends, everybody, because we won the league." And you're gonna go. What body of water? You guys gonna be at a lake? You guys are gonna be at the ocean or river? Where y'all gonna be? If I say we're gonna go to we have a beach party, where are we gonna be?
Sand Springs.
That's the local pond.
That's a pond. Okay, we're at a pond. All right, what are we bringing? What are we eating? What are y'all bringing?
It's even just the pool. The water funnels in, right? Yeah. Ooh.
Dogs?
Corn. Hold on. What's that corn? Chicken over there, the barbecue.
Right? Who would probably be in charge of the food? Which one of y'all would you guys trust to bring the best food? There we go. I like it.
Your dad likes the barbecue in New York. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So picture this. Everybody's there. You guys are all there. Your family and friends are there. The trophy's there. You're hanging out. Now we look out in the pond. Okay. We look out in the pond. There's a little kid in the pond. He's struggling. He can't swim. We can tell. What do I assume at least one of y'all is going to do? What'd they say, coach?
Jump in.
Yeah, of course. You guys are good kids. Of course you will. You're going to jump in, save him. Okay, now let's say we just decide, you know what, this is a good place for the program to build culture. We're going to come back here every month. This is where we're going to hang out. But every time you guys go back and throw this barbecue and have big time, there's another kid in the pool. There's another kid in the pond. Okay, let's say, how many guys are in there right now, coach? 15, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually we keep going back there. There's 21 people in the pond. There's only 20 of us. One of them people ain't going to make it. What's the real problem? What's the problem right now? What are solutions to the issue? Just of the kids in the pool. What would you be asking yourselves, asking police? What questions would you be asking about the setup?
Why do we keep going to this pond?
Why do we keep going there? Absolutely. What else?
Guards.
Why are there no lifeguards? Great one. What else?
Where are the children drowning coming from? Where are their parents?
Yeah, where these kids keep coming from? Okay. What else?
Why are they drowning?
Right, yeah, like why? What are the swim lessons in this city? What the hell's going on? Right?
Academic what?
Anything else? Okay, now the issue, the number, you guys are right. Like those are all valid questions, but now I want you to flip this metaphor. Clearly, you guys knew I was doing a metaphor. All those questions are like, where are the lifeguards? Why can't these kids swim? How do they keep ending up in the pond? Why do we keep going back to this same place? Imagine those people in the pond are victims of violence. Okay? People getting hit, people getting assaulted, women being sexually assaulted, kids being abused. Okay? Because everybody, if you saw that happening, I know coach loves you guys. You guys would try to stop it if you saw it in the first place. But the question I want us to ask, and the question the Teams of Men ask is, what bridges are out that keep putting these kids in the pond? What people keep pushing these kids in the pond? Upstream of where this is happening, before we have to save them, how can we prevent it? Does that make sense to everybody? If we could keep the kids out of the damn pond, we wouldn't have to swim out there. We wouldn't need more lifeguards. So that's the same with violence prevention. That's the same with character development. How do we create better people that would never hurt others with their words or their hands or their actions? That's what we try to do with Teams of Men, is fix the bridges upstream. Okay, let me give you a more specific example. You guys ever seen this before? It doesn't have to just be sexual violence. It can be the violence pyramid in general. Okay, these are all the progression of ways people get hurt in the world. And I know, coach knows, none of y'all would ever do the top of the pyramid. You guys aren't committing murder. You're not committing war crimes. Okay? You're not doing a bunch of this stuff. You would never do that. Okay. The problem is the bottom of the pyramid. Sometimes we find ourselves in those spaces. Sometimes we decide that some of these things on the bottom, catcalling, sharing stuff online, locker. Oh, I just was saying that in the locker room. It's not that big a deal, bro. It's not that serious. Some of those things that happen, okay, we allow those to stand. Okay. Now, with your in your little group, what allows a pyramid to stay standing? What is the foundational part of a pyramid? How does it stay up? Think about the Egyptian pyramids. How do they stay up that long?
The bottom, so if we get rid of the bottom, the whole pyramid will fall. Yeah. Yo, it's not fun. My sugar is.
Okay, give me an answer. How they stood up that long? Yes, the base. Perfect. The base is rock solid. You always build a pyramid bottom up. So if we take out the base of the pyramid, we never have to worry about the horrors at the top. If as men, we cut this shit out of our dialogue, if we cut this out of how we roll, all this falls down and we don't have to worry about it. Okay. That's another core foundation of Teams of Men. Okay. And what Teams of Men believes, oops, there we go. Come on. Is the core foundation of the pyramid of violence is the man box. The belief that society tells you guys, and I'm not saying you guys believe this, but society tries to tell you in a bunch of different ways that you can only be a real man if you're always serious with no emotion, you're the richest, you're the strongest, and you get all the women. Okay? Society tries to build that into your brain that that's the only way to get your man card today. Okay? That's called the man box. And you'll hear coach referring to this throughout the year. Teams of men, we try to blow up this man box. This man box is a lie. Okay? It tells you can't cry, you can't express weakness. You have to always do it yourself. You have to dominate. Okay? You have to be a baller. You don't need help or input from anybody. Women are just objects that fuel us. Okay? The man box is BS. So Teams of Men tries to help you see it in the world and then tear it down and then find out who you really want to be without those restrictions. Okay, so that's a main thing of what you'll do in Teams of Men meetings is, hey, look at this thing that happened in the man box. Remember, the man box is a lie, fellas. We don't have to live towards that. Okay, the man box is actually a cage. It keeps us trapped, it keeps us down, and it keeps us apart from one another. And in doing that, that's when you get a lot of dudes that are all by themselves, alone, stressed, feeling like there's no hope. That's when they lash out and do awful things. That's the base of the foundation of the pyramid. So if we can blow up the man box, we don't have to worry about the rest of the stuff. Okay, now, last question, then we'll get to the wrap up. Where in your life do you see the man box? Now that I had defined it, where do you see it most often?
Oh my God. I don't know.
It's like, it's really special.
Just like within your own expectations for yourself. Adults.
All right, what do we got? Who's got it? Where do you see it most often?
A group of strictly men.
Yeah, when we're together? Absolutely. That's a great answer. That's where we most often hold each other to this nonsense. Where else?
And like
School?
old school guys.
Yes, absolutely. And then, now, please don't run home and tell your dad, your uncle, your grandpa, your big brother that Coach Kip said they suck. That's not what I'm saying. I was raised in the man box too. But it is like, as we've gotten in further in this time, we're able to see some of these things that like our dads and our unks didn't know. But now we know, so we can kind of show it more. That doesn't mean you can't still love them. But it does mean you'll start to see like, oh man, Pops is in the man box today. Like my dad existed he came home from working his ass off. Then he sat himself down in the lazy chair and told my mom to get him dinner. And like, that's just how we were raised in a Samoan household. And then it took me until I was like an adult to be like, God, that was messed up. Like mom just came home from work too. Why she got to do everything? But that's all discussions as we go forward. Okay. Now, as we continue, guys, a lot of this will be in these spaces where you guys are with coach. And what I'm going to encourage you to do, it's easy when I call on you or coach calls on you to be like, okay, hey, somebody share. But if you have these convos, you got to give each other grace for even if somebody raises their hand and says some dumb stuff, right? We don't ever attack the person. We examine the ideas. Okay, because if a person is brave enough in these conversations to talk about what they think, what they feel, we want to continue to have truth come out. That doesn't mean we don't talk about, hey man, I think that's kind of problematic. Hey, I think that let's rethink that. We keep the person, we respect the person, we discuss and examine the ideas. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, because otherwise you get a lot of people laughing and then you get a place where no one talks. And if no one talks, you can't really do the work. Okay. Coach, they got their phones. You guys got your
I'm
phones?
sure they do. I'm sure
Okay,
they
I'm
do.
going to put up a QR code here, fellas. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, give me do this one more thing. My bad. Give me 10 total dudes. Stand up. Yeah. Okay. Come to the front and make a circle of 9 with one guy in the middle. One guy in the middle. Yeah, stare at the guy in the middle. Okay, now turn your back and ignore him. Turn your back, ignore the guy in the middle. Okay, now here's my issue. You guys already said it, did a great job. When we're in our groups, 9 out of 10 of you in that room, statistically speaking, you guys will never do the stuff up here on the screen. You're not going to whistle at somebody's booty. You're not going to catcall. You don't make rape jokes. You don't use your hands and touch people inappropriately. 9 out of 10 of you never do that. The problem is the one person that does, you 9 will ignore him. You 9 might even laugh at him. And he won't take that laughing as a message to stop. He'll take the laughing as a reason to keep doing the bullshit he's doing. So this visual is, now pivot guys and look at him. Just the glare from his group of friends, just the glare from his teammates, just the examination from his boys will typically stop that guy from the nonsense. But if you pretend to ignore him and that he doesn't exist, he'll keep doing it. Okay, so this is also a courageous thing because sometimes it's your buddy, sometimes it's your best friend from life, and he sucks in something, and you have to tell him, and that's hard. It's really hard, but that's what real courage is. Okay, give those guys a round of applause. Well done. Okay, last thing for me, fellas. I need your feedback. So if you scan this QR code with your phone, you will get 3 free videos from me to help you keep learning. But you have to give me back a grade. Like, Coach, that was about a 6 out of 10. Here's why. Coach, I was a 10 out of 10. Coach, I was a 2 out of 10. Give me the feedback, boys. I need it so I can be better for the next team. But this will also get you 3 free things back to you.
Do what you get what you got to get. No, that's fine. Get what you got to get it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's just not working.
What's a react?
I'll tell you if there's the code word is Coach Tommy. If it's asking for that.
It's just like not like scanning the code.
It's not scanning it.
No.
Get like in the.
Get right in front of you.
Let me check on mine. It could be technical.
Oh, there
failure
it
on
goes.
this
There it
side.
goes.
He got
There
it.
it goes.
You got it.
Got it.
Yeah, he got it.
Perfect.
I don't know if your email is Ben. How would I know your email?
Yeah, what do we prefer?
I will not spam you. It just gives me, that's just your entry into it. That's just for you to get the 3 free things
Yeah,
back.
whatever one you want. Whatever one you want to use. I don't. Yeah,
Hey, you don't know your email?
No, I didn't know if the one in my school one or my phone one.
whichever one. Yeah, whichever one you want. Whichever one you look at. Whatever you look
I
at.
don't look at either.
Well, look at it.
It's at student, right?
You're gonna have to ask one, and then mine is different. Yeah.
At student, right?
You sign in your Chromebook every day.
You don't have to put in your name.
I heard that one.
My email in it.
What is?
I was big one. Shiny booster at xp.mgrs.
It's so obvious what it is.
Once you guys got that and send it, the grade and any comments, all even good comments, we'll take. I'll take them. No worry, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. We will follow up with the free deliveries to your email, and then Coach has the handbook and the T-shirts coming to continue the work. Now, hopefully, when the season's done, I can get my butt on a plane and come meet you guys in person. But hopefully, we both have postseason runs we got to take before that happens. But
We
thank
gotta
you
get
guys. I
one.
appreciate it. Great day.
Give it up for Kip. Give it up for Kip. Hey, Kip. Hey,
Yeah.
before you go back to the screen where they have the NCAA magazine thing up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. So around the time that I saw this, when I saw that, when you had that, how long had you been doing the podcast?
Oh, that was probably year 2 of the podcast, year 3 maybe.
Before, so this is how I got to really know of Kip, was I saw that, but even before then, as coaches, we're always looking for stuff. And there's, like you said, there's always podcasts or videos on like what you want to do in the ball screen or what kind of offensive defense. But tell them the name of your podcast.
For the one that you and I connected through mine.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring it up on the screen here.
yeah,
Cross the
podcast
streams. Cross the streams.
And so he had like these interesting topics that were related to teams. Like I knew as I followed, I was learning about his coaching and stuff, but all like culture and all this stuff. And then when that article came out too, it's just like, so this really wrote me in. So I was just giving you like that shout out, because this is not, listen, if you think
Appreciate
it's
it.
hard to do it, if you think it's hard to do with you all, like what I'm doing with you, we're trying to have happen with the Williams teams, because this is hard. And like you said, the man box is a real thing, and you're gonna feel those pressures to act a certain way to fit in, right? But we have someone here who, like, that was his origin story that he told you about. Like he could have just said, like, it's not my dudes and been done with it, because it wasn't his dudes, but he did something about it, because if we don't do something about it, it could have been his dudes unbeknownst to him. So I mean,
Right.
I have never seen him do a presentation yet. I've known him forever. I've never had the chance to actually get it to a group and to have it work and see what he's about. But I was blown away. And like, he's not sugarcoating it. And you're not sugarcoating it with each other, or your friends aren't either, right? So I really think that this could be really, really beneficial for all of us. I got Tracy. I'm a dad. When I had kids, my goal was not to let my son do whatever he wants and raise my daughters as nuns. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be like how Brennan said, the old school dude, right? So there's
Mhm.
no, which is true, and this is why, some of the things that we do, like, in my coaching philosophy are the words loyalty, trust, and love. How many times do I tell you I love you? You know what I mean? Like, and I mean that, right? And that's the kind of relationship that you want to have with your brothers, right? That you're not afraid to say that or share those feelings with them. So I just give it up another time for Kip, because this was just tremendous, man. Very nice.
Fellas, well, I'll leave you with this. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you as always. I'll leave you with this, a big challenge. And I know my team here, I've been the head coach at this high school for 2 years. This is the second year. We had to get to like a phrase, like, Coach, when somebody's saying stuff that I know is wrong, like it doesn't have to be outright racist stuff. It could be just like, man, I don't think he should be talking about her that way. I don't think he should be talking about that thing that way. What do I say? Like, it's still my friend. I'm not trying to say I'm not his friend anymore, but what do I say? That's something for you guys as a team to kind of think about. What's a phrase you guys can get used to saying? Like, my team now, this was their choice. I didn't make them say it. They just say, man, Kip would hate that. So they say that and kind of put the angst on me. Like, I'm going to say it to my friend, yo, Coach Kip would hate that. So it's kind of, my friend doesn't get mad at me. He's mad at Coach Kip, but I still get to check him. Because in the moment, that's what's important. Like, do I check this nonsense? He's saying something racist, sexist, homophobic, just talking stuff about a teammate, talking bad about this girl. I just say, man, Kip would hate that. And that's giving them a way to check each other. You guys come up with your own phrase, but I think it's almost like, what do we do when we see zone? Well, we run this. Well, it's the same thing. What do I do when I see a dude messing up? I see it. It's easy to see, Kip. What the hell do I say? You guys developing something that's good for your program to say can help check behavior. All right,
Questions?
fellas, you guys have a great day. Keep kicking butt. Coach, we'll follow
Okay.
up. All right, brother.
Yeah, man, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Okay, I'll see you later. All right, bye-bye.